Alright, YouTube family, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another beat session with your boy Mike. You might see me switching back and forth from camera to camera because I'm using two cameras today. But before we get started, don't forget to like, subscribe, share. I certainly hope you liked my last video. You can find me on Instagram at MikeUniversalArtist. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you can always get updates on all my videos. And comment below. Let me know what you like, what you don't like. Alright, so we're going to get started. I already got my base down. I got my highlight up at the top part, and you'll see why. And then I have my basic foundation down. I'll put my contour down later. But I will be using another palette that I got some hype about. The Juviasplace Warrior 3 palette. Alright. I'm going to try to recreate the look that's on the front, but I'll show y'all the colors and the way it looks on the inside. But this is the way it looks. These are the colors. And like I said, I want to try to recreate the art image that they have on the package if I can. So let's get started. Alright, so I got a lighter highlight up top to try to pick up the pigment of the main frame like you see on the top part of the face. So I want to try to get that down. So I'm going to start with a brush like this. I'm going to take the Fanti. Use this, try to really saturate that brush. Knock off some of that excess and then lay down my color. And this color will go over pretty much the top half of your face. I'll wear it like a mask, so to speak. And Juvia's palettes really have good pigment in their colors. And they've been having a lot of sales, but generally speaking, their makeup is pretty inexpensive. And as y'all know, I just keep buying more and more and more. But I really like the colors. I really like the art that usually comes with the package. And it gives me inspiration on different looks I can try. Alright. As y'all can see, that Fanti is really coming out nicely. It's a nice bright color. And this is going to be like a mask. And what I did is once I put down my concealer and foundation, I use that setting powder like I always tell y'all to help it go from shiny to matte, and allows you to lay down that color. Your foundation won't move. And I'm going to really put this everywhere as my general base. Alright, so I'm going to finish laying it down, and I'll be back on this camera, so give me a second. Alright, and now I'm on my second camera, y'all. But now, as y'all can see, I put down the color canvas, which is like a purple color, along the forehead to kind of act as if I'm contouring my forehead. So I got that down now. I'm going to go to my eyes. So what we did is we're going to take that same canvas color and we're going to work this color from the crease to the brow bone right down to your nose contour or the bridge of your nose. Alright, so we're going to work that down like that. So I'm going to get this Candace, which is this one, that Candace right there. And we're going to go right in this area here. And as y'all can see, that color comes right on up. I'm going to put that canvas right in there. Right to the top of my nose bridge. Alright. And as you can see, that was with one swipe. And that color is already there. Juvia's Place is really good pigment color, so I'm going to work on my left eye. Get off some of that excess. And I'm going to do the same thing. Work right into that bridge. As if I'm contouring my nose with it. I do have a little more color on the right than the left, so I'm just going to add a little more and go back in with it. Alright. Now y'all see I have the Candace right in that brow crease, brow bone, right down to the nose of contour. Let me bring this out a little, like I have it there. Alright. So now I'm going to move on to adding a little smoke to the top part of the eye. So I'm going to take a little bit of, maybe I should do a dark brown. Instead of, alright, I'm going to take a black shadow and I'm going to go over that Candace only to a certain point right in that front corner. And give me one sec. Alright, and I'm going to take this black shadow, dust off some of that excess, and I'm going to go right in this area here. Ever so gently. And I can build up that black, because I don't want the black to overpower the Candace. I want them to kind of marry each other to give us smoke on that bridge. So, start in the corner, and slowly start to marry the two together and smoke it out. Right into the brow bone and bridge of that nose. Alright, y'all see how I have it in? But I didn't take it all the way. So it just deepens the purple in a way. That's what you really want to do. You don't really want to take away that beautiful purple canvas. Alright, and that's the first eye. I'm just slowly smoking it out. Right up into the nose. Alright, so I'm going to do my left eye. And on my second camera, I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm going to use another brush like this. And I'm going to go into that fancy. And please forgive me if I pronounce the names or the pronunciation of these palettes wrong. Right in that eye to fill in that color and go right on that lid area. And just fill in your eye area with that fancy. Alright, so now y'all can see the eye starting to take shape and me building up that color. Now I'm going to go to my left eye and do the same thing. Fill in with that fancy. I'll be trying my best not to catch flies as I'm doing makeup, but it's definitely a forced habit. So you can fill in the rest of your mask that you couldn't get with the larger brush. Now you can go back in with that fancy. And really fill in your color. Alright. Now that you've pretty much gotten your mask down, you started your eye shape. Now I'm going to move on to Juvia's Place palettes, and their pigments are really, really nice. It comes off really nice on your skin, so you don't have to use a lot of let me try to marry those two. You don't have to use a lot of product to get the color saturated on your skin. Let me try to marry these two together. Alright. Alright, so now I'm going to go back with that initial brush that I had with the black shadow. And I'm going to try to smoke out the backs of my eyes with that black shadow. I try to be as sparingly as I possibly can with it, so I don't do too much. So let's see. Let me go to this other side now, because I have a little bit too much product on this one brush, and I don't want to mess up the work. So I'm going to gently use it on this left side to try to smoke out that eye just a little bit, but still maintain that nice plum color under. I almost went too far on this side. Almost went too far on this side. Alright. Here I am with the fly catch. Alright. Now I smoked out my top and bottom. I think I could have came down a little further. So what did I use? I think I used this. And I am going back in with the Candace. Over the lid. And try to really smoke out these corners as much as I can. And blend the two colors together. Alright. Alright. So now that I have my tops and bottoms pretty much done, I'm going to try to go out on a limb here and add a little eye color into the front. Just a little. It's not going to be a lot, so you're not going to really see much of an adjustment. But I'm going to take this kahina. I'm going to take this kahina with a brush like this, and I'm going to try to go in the corner just a little bit. And smoke that out together. Just a little bit. Not too bad. But I wanted it to be subtle and not have a drastic change to what I was already doing. So this is kind of giving me what I wanted. I know y'all on camera might not see it in terms of a change, but yeah, I want to blend that in together a little bit. Alright. Yeah, I have a little bit of that kahina in the front. Oh, my nose always runs a lot when I put on makeup. Alright. So now, let's go over. I'm going to try to add that yellow brow highlight there and just a little bit in the corners. Give me 1 second, y'all. Let me get my nose together. And I want to add some highlight to that brow bone area there that they have there, and a little bit in the corners. I might not do the corner eye as much, but I definitely want to do that brow area. So I'm going to take the Nziga or Zinga. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Please, someone let me know the correct pronunciation. And I'm just going to go right under the bridge, or right under that brow, to add this highlight color. Uh-oh. I have to brush that away on that side. Just a little bit of highlight color right under the brow. Just a little bit. Alright, hopefully y'all can see it. Alright, let's see. Alright, so now I am going to go in with the yellow. I'm going to show it to y'all. Alright, see the yellow highlights that are there? I want to try to go on with that. So let me see what I should do first. Maybe I should add the yellow to the base of my chin first. So let me get a full brush for that. So I'm going to use a brush like this and try to really pick up that Nziga or Zinga. Add that color all down to my chin area. It's not really coming up as bright as I would like it to be. Yeah, I'm not really seeing it as much, so I'm going to stop with that one. And I'm going to try to do something else with that. And I think what I'm going to have to do is take this white Maron Clear on White and go over the areas where I want to put the yellow down, because it's not really going to come up on top, I don't think. I'm going to try it first to see before I assume and then think that it's not going to work, and it does. So let me see something first. So I'm going to try to start with the lines. Yeah, I'm not really seeing it as much, and I really want that color to come out, so I know what I'm going to do. All right. So let's go on my brows. Let me work on these brows that I've been sitting here looking like a mess. All right, I'll be back. I'm going to work on my brows, and I'll see y'all on the second camera, GoPro. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a brush like this. Lord knows I'm going to try. Matter of fact, I'm going to try this brush. I'll show you in 1 sec. take a brush like this. I'm going to try to use the clown white to etch out the areas where I want these lines to go. And then I can go back over with the color after the fact. So let's do this first.